This is the video demo for the assignment 1. I have chosen face recognition software from the list of topics. Face recognition is the process of authenticating an individual while using his face. It includes recognizing faces in images, videos, or even live webcam feed. As you can see, the report already contains all the details about face recognition. In this video, I will only concentrate towards the codes and execution of the programs. As mentioned, the programs consists of many parts. Firstly, the program consists of two main parts. One is used to save the known faces, and the second program is used to recognize unknown people. As you can see, the database should be like this. It should be in a folder, in the same folder as this is the folder of the where contains all the program files. As you can see, there is a folder called database. In this one, we need to have a folder for each individual that we want to add to the program. For instance, we have one individual here. We can add another one. Let's add another one. So the program will train on two person. As you can see, we are going to remove this one, so that it does not train on this picture, and we will put it into another folder. In this one, we have this picture, which is number 19, and the program does not train on this one. As you can see, we don't have number 19 here. We only have 18, 20. Let's look at the program. The program takes the path of the database, and then it will go in this folder and record each individual. As you can see, it will go for in each folder, and then it will go for each individual. It will read each image. As you can see, it append all the images, and then it will find encodings in each image. For images, for IMG in images, that is, images contains all the images for all the people. It will try to encode, that is, it try to extract the measurements from the face, and then it append it. This kind of code converts the image into data for the program to compare and save the image data. It appends this data to an array called encode list. Encode list will keep all the measurements for all known faces. And here, if ever there is an image in which it cannot recognize a face, it will append a dumb picture. So that because it uses associative array, as you can see, we append class names. If we have already appended the class name, but in the picture we can't find a face, then we add a dumb face there. Encode list find. Then after going through all faces and finding all encodings, it saves the data, as you can see here. Encodings and the names. It is an associative array. That is, the first name matches the first person and goes on like this. And then it saves the data into a file for later use using pickle. It dumps the data. Let's run this program to see what happens. This is the code. 7 goodness. As you can see, we have two subjects. These two that we put into the database, and here it displays all the pictures that it has been able to read. As you can see, there is no number 19 for both individuals. Now this means it is reading one by one and extracting the encodings for each one of them. This will take some time depending on the number of pictures. If we put more pictures for the training, the program will be better able to detect unknown faces. As you can see, display that no errors, that is, all faces have been recognized and it has complete encoding. Now in the folder of unknown faces, in the folder we have this picture of Akshay Kumar, and it is unknown to the program. And if we run this code, as you can see, it displays the person along with the name of the person at the bottom of it, the rectangle. Let's look at the code before continuing with this code, with this execution. As you can see, it loads the data we have saved during encoding. During encoding, the pop is unknown, that is, we look for images into unknown. And here you can see it loads the image, convert it to RGB. This is for the program to be able to know if it matches or not, to output the result. It displays the correct image name with underscore, that is, it will get the first name and the last name, and then it will compare it with the folder name in the training program. And if it match, then it will display the name as it converts the name to uppercase, and that it will print the name, first name and last name that we got here by splitting the picture name or the folder name. So basically it gets the data from the associative array, that is for the picture number that it matched in the encoding. It goes into the same location into the names array and extract this name. And as you can see, these codes that you can see, I was using it to testing how accurate this program was. That's why you can see there are some lines of code that are additional. Now when we have if matches, so if you can see if it match, we put a rectangle green color around the face and we add the name of it. And if it does not match, it will print the face with the red rectangle around it, but it will not display the name, and it will display false. Let's continue with the execution. As we have already executed, we have already shown you this one. We will now test for the other one. Let's run the same code. As you can see, it has been able to display the name Adriana Lima. It displays the name here. Here's the number of the picture from which it is matching. Now if we put an unknown face into the program, let's see what happens. As you can see, it displays the face with a rectangle around it to show where the face is, but it doesn't display name because it has not trained on it. That's all for this assignment. Now if we want to add a new user to the program, we can do that as well. The program will open the camera and take 50 snapshots and then save it in this format, in this database folder. That is, we'll add the name here and then we'll save each picture one by one. It captures, let's say we can change to the number of frames we want, 20, 10, as much as we want. Then for recognition, we can open the program. It will open the live feed from the camera, and then whoever comes in front of the camera, it will capture this frame by frame and see if this face matches with anyone in the library. then it will display a green box or a red box. Unfortunately, I cannot run the code because I'm already using the webcam. As you can see, it is here. While true, it will read the image, it will resize the image for easier processing, and then it will locate the face. Once it is located, it will try to encode the face according to this location, that is, we crop the face only. And then for encode face, it will go for each in the library. For each face it has found, it will compare it with the library of faces, and then if it is found, it will display this. That's all for this code.